What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode, we started up a few galaxies here in World 3 and also gained the ability to play as Luigi, so maybe we'll get a chance to show that off in this episode. We'll have to see because I'm not entirely sure which galaxies he's going to show up in right now, but I guess there is one way to find out, and that's by going back to Tall Trunk Galaxy and picking up this second Power Star. Now, I'll be 100% honest with you guys, I hate this mission to death. This is Tall Trunk's Big Slide. Now, the mission itself, it's kind of difficult, I'm not really good at it, but there is a comet that makes this mission a million times harder. And ever since playing that comet mission, I have hated this level, so I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna suck it up, and we're gonna do it. And hey, check it out, Luigi is here, so what do you say we talk to him? What's going on? Hey bro, you're looking for a power star around here, huh? You want me to take over for a little while? Sure man, so we can swap out and play as Luigi. You want to switch, bro? Alright, let's do it, might as well show this off. Yeah. So now we'll restart the mission as Luigi. Now there are two main differences to playing as Luigi. When you run and stop, you sort of slide for a little bit. And then the other major difference is that you jump a lot higher than Mario, so there are some pros and some cons to playing as Luigi. Now, for myself personally, I like to play as Mario more than Luigi. Luigi is just like a little slippery and more floaty than Mario, and that's not really what I like in a platformer. I understand a lot of people do like to play as Luigi though, so hey, I mean, more power to you, man. If you want to play as Luigi, go for it. For this LP though, I probably won't play as Luigi if I can avoid it unless like he makes a level easier or I need to play as him to get a specific star or something like that. So for the most part, we're going to be seeing more of Mario than Luigi. I just figured for now we should show off the fact that you can play as Luigi normally in this game, whereas that wasn't the case in Mario Galaxy 1. You had to like beat the game as Mario first, then you unlock Luigi. And you have to play through like the entire game again as Luigi in order to unlock like the final mission. That's not the case in this game, thankfully. Anyways though, let's just launch ourselves out of this warp star and go to the main gimmick of this level, the slide. I'm not looking forward to this part, guys. I really just hope we can do it. Sharp red things, no touch. That is some good advice. Be brave, jump in. Alright man, there's no putting this off any longer. Let's do it. So, remember those slides from Super Mario 64? Yeah, this is pretty much the Mario Galaxy version of that. They even have like a remix of the music that played in Super Mario 64. One major difference though is that the controls are a lot tighter. They're not nearly as loose as they were in Mario 64. There's one major downside though. You can't really control your speed, so once you step on this thing, you're going full speed. I don't think there's a way you can slow down. Like I'm pulling back on the control stick and pressing Z, none of that is working. So unless there's something I don't know about, yeah, you're pretty much stuck at this really fast speed. So do your best to try and avoid the obstacles and all the enemies that are charging at you. They really don't make it easy. If you get hit by an obstacle or an enemy on like one of these parts, chances are you're just gonna fall off and have to do the slide all over again, so it's not fun. And like I said, there's a comet that makes this like a million times harder later on, and oh man, I'm glad I got hit there because yeah, we're right at the end, so thankfully we did it, but that could have been bad. I'm just glad that we did it our first try without any issues. I think behind here, yeah, there's a hidden one-up for your trouble, so thanks a lot, game. But to get our star, I think we need to talk to this guy, so what's up, dude? Here is symbol of courage. Take star. Alright, well, thank you very much. I just want to get this and not come back here until that comet appears. I mean, I don't even want to come back here when the comet appears, but we're gonna have to, so I'll take the star for now and see those guys later. But I think for now that actually does complete Tall Trunk Galaxy, so now we can go to some new galaxies here in World 3, and we did unlock 2 of them in the last episode, so I guess we'll just like pick one. Oh, a ghost appeared, so that's something that only happens when you complete a mission as Luigi, or get 9,999 coins, I think. But basically, Hey, a comet appeared to a prankster comet at that. Going back to ghosts though, basically, they lead you to like power stars or comet medals. A prankster comet has been spotted. Oh boy. Prankster comets can transform a galaxy into a wildly different place. Come to think of it, you've been collecting comet medals, right? Of course we have. Collecting lots of those comet medals makes more comets appear. Now you can work on getting a power star from every comet. Go for it, Captain. And now you know why we've been collecting those so much. Looks like you brought back a Whittle with you. I love those guys. And Whittles are the little tiny like wooden people. I think he wants to talk to you about comet medals. Go give him a listen. Shouldn't take long. Pretty sure he just like tells us the same thing that Lubba just told us. Hey bro, I'm all over the place these days exploring the universe. Next time you see me out there, talk to me and let me leap into action, okay? Catch you later, bro. Alright, see you later, Luigi. Okay, so that was a lot to take in, but basically, ghosts are helpful, although we probably won't see too many of them in this particular playthrough. And as far as comets go, I don't really want to deal with them right now, so I'm going to wait until a few more show up and then I'll take care of them all at once. And I did not mean to open this path up yet, but there we go, I guess. If we wanted to, we could skip the rest of World 3 by way of this warp pipe and just go and fight the boss, but that's no fun, so who wants to do that? Instead, let's go and visit some new galaxies, starting with Freezy Flake Galaxy. There are 2 power stars to collect here, so let's do it. Well, technically, there's more than 2 on account of a bonus star, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. For now, the name of the game is Bowser on Ice. Oh man, could you imagine if there was like an official Nintendo-themed ice musical or whatever they call those things? Like, what are shows that take place in ice rinks? I honestly don't even know the proper word to describe them. Are they like ice plays or ice shows? I really don't even know. I've only ever been to like one of them, I think, and that was when I was like 5 or 6. I think it was actually Disney on Ice or something like that. All I remember is that like my aunt took me to one of the arenas near where I live, and I'm pretty sure it was Disney on Ice. Like, I could not tell you what it was about because I honestly do not remember, but yeah, it's like the only ice thing that I've ever been to. And could you imagine if like Nintendo made something like that based off of Mario? That would be really weird. Anyways, that pipe that we did just uncover, that's actually where the bonus star takes place, so we'll come back and go down there a little bit later on. For now, let's just continue with this mission and get the main star. It's really not too hard and probably won't take us too long anyways. And I like that little tiny slide. See, that one's not so bad. It's nice and simple. There's really nothing to worry about. It's nice and peaceful. These enemies are kind of annoying. I think we might have seen them before, but basically, if you want to kill them, just spin around them. That'll sort of like extinguish their iciness or their flameness, because there are fire version of these enemies. And then you just got to kick them to break them. If you don't kick them fast enough, I believe they eventually will sort of reignite themselves or refreeze themselves, so you gotta be careful about that. And yes, here's our comet medal hidden away beneath one of these or behind one of these snow bricks, so just melt it to get out of the way. And here's the pipe we want to go into, continue on to like the last section of this level. Now this area sort of reminds me of a galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1. I think the name of it was Freezy Flame or Fiery Ice something. I'm pretty sure it was Freezy Flame because that other thing that I just said did not even make sense. But that galaxy was a lot of fun. This one sort of has like a similar mechanic, but I don't know, it's not really as fun in this particular part. Here's the fire version of those enemies though, so yeah, make sure you kick them before they fall back in the lava. Otherwise, they will reignite themselves, and they are rather annoying, so yeah, normally I just try to avoid them because they're really not worth the time to sort of take out because they're just going to come back anyways if you don't kick them. And I'm going to try and get this guy out here. Actually, you know what, never mind. He just landed right back in the lava, so we'll just sneak past him. All we really have to do is grab this fire flower and burn down that giant snowy Bowser in the background. And oh no, that is not a good thing. Okay, now we're in trouble because That was not supposed to happen. Why are there so many enemies, guys? Please go away. Leave me alone. I'm just going to try and make a run for it, and hopefully I can get over to this Bowser and melt it before any of these enemies try and kill me. Alright, there we go. Pretty sure we're in the clear now. That was a little dangerous, man. Too close for my liking. But you know what? We got the star, and that's all that matters. Let's get the heck out of here, man. Volcano, probably not the best place to be, Mario. Not gonna lie. Alright, so that's one star down. We probably have time for one more. And hey, that's our 30th star already. Not too bad. We're making, like, really good progress, I gotta say. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it indeed. Alright, cool. So now we can actually make our way up to that other galaxy, or advance to another new galaxy. So there's still 2 new places to go to. And oh boy, another comet. Another prankster comet at that. Cool. So 2 of them already have appeared. But like I said, we'll deal with those a little bit later. For now, what do you say we jump right back into Freezy Flake Galaxy and pick up another power star? Let's do it. Alright, so, our next mission is Sorbetti's Chili Reception. Actually, wait, no, it's not. Never mind, because there is a bonus star here in the Bowser on Ice mission that we need to get first. Oh man, that could have been bad. Actually, not really bad, just sort of out of order. It really wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things. But, this star will be a little bit easier to collect. So, yeah, we'll do this one first, and then maybe we'll go and take care of the other star. So, for the most part, all we gotta do is, get back to where that warp pipe is. Now, believe it or not, this star is sort of another mini-game with the Chimp, so we're gonna challenge him again. Even though we didn't really get an invite, we can still do this one, no problem. And see what mini-game he has in store for us now. This one, a little bit harder if you ask me, but really we shouldn't have too much trouble with it. So, let's get down here and talk to our good buddy the Chimp. What's up, man? What you got for us today? Well, you just rolled into the domain of the Chimp. You heard about my gaming skills, right? Sure, man. Today I got a little challenge for you. Just skate and bump the enemies. Watch out for the spiked ones. Simple enough, right? So you're ready to experience this? Alright, I guess. Sure, let's do it. I'll give you this star if you can get 500 points or more. Good luck. Alright, now, this one can be somewhat difficult, so 500 points might not seem like a lot, but, trust me, it kind of is. You need to be quick about this because, they do go away quickly, and always go for the gold if they appear since they're worth 50 points. Everything else is really worth 10, and if you hit one of those spiky ones, it's gonna knock you down and waste a lot of time, so try and not do that if you can. Although, the pattern that, like, these things appear in is always the same, so to speak, but if you fail it too many times, it sort of, like, rotates the pattern, 90 to 45 degrees. No, that's not good. I might not be able to do this now. I really gotta be careful and really just try and get one of these gold ones, please. Oh my gosh, we got exactly 500. Holy crap, that was super lucky. You got 500 points. I guess that qualifies you as a shining rival. I may not like it, but I promised, so you can take this star. Oh man, we just barely got by on that one. I'll take it though, man. A star is a star. I think there actually is another version of this minigame that's a little bit harder, and we might need to play that one later, so we may not have seen the last of that one, but for now, we'll take the star and get out of here. Alright, not too bad. That actually went by a lot faster than I expected it to. But I'll take our 31st star, no problem. And oh boy, guess what guys? Another comet has appeared. That is our 3rd prankster comet. There are other types of comets, by the way. Just figured I would mention that. Anyways, I think that's a good place to end off this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.